The FIFA World Cup is the most renowned and lucrative football competition around the world. Ever since its inaugural competition in 1930, it has produced unforgettable moments that are now etched into the memories of many football enthusiasts. However, nothing is more captivating than actually seeing an underdog team defy expectations and make history. As the Qatar 2022 WC is just around the corner, let's look at some of the World Cup teams that have surprised everyone. Sweden, 1994. The first in our list is the Swedish team that played the World Cup in 1994. Starting off the tournament as one of the weakest teams in Europe, the team started to make a name for itself as the competition progressed. Sweden was placed in Group B along with Russia, Brazil, and Cameroon. They scratched through in the first game thanks to a late goal from Martin Dahlin. In the next game, Sweden was able to rally and win 3-1 with 2 goals from Martin Dahlin and a penalty goal from Thomas Brolin. Surprisingly, in the final group stage game, they were able to defeat Brazil, the strongest team in the competition and eventual champions. As a result of strong display in group stages, they faced off against Saudi Arabia. Sweden won the game 3-1 with 2 goals from Kenneth Andersson and 1 from Martin Dahlin. In the quarterfinals, Sweden had to play Romania, a game football fans in Sweden will never forget. The game went right down to the wire as Sweden eventually defeated Romania 5-4 on penalties after drawing 2-2. In the semis, they faced off against Brazil and were defeated 1-0. This team was undoubtedly one of the best underdog teams in FIFA World Cup history. Turkey, 2002. Turkey is undoubtedly the most unexpected entry in our list. The majority of Turkey's 2002 team consisted of athletes in their 30s, and none of them played for a reputable European club. Therefore, what they accomplished at the 2002 World Cup was beyond impossible. Everyone believed that the Turks' participation in the tournament would end after a tie in their second match against Costa Rica, but a 3-0 victory over China in their final group stage match, combined with Brazil's decisive victory over Costa Rica, helped them advance to the knockout stage as the second team in Group C, only ahead of Costa Rica on goal difference. After successfully going through the first group, Umit Davala's early strike in the 12th minute helped Turkey defeat Japan 1-0 in the second round. The Turkish team maintained its incredible run by defeating Senegal 1-0 on a golden goal to get to the semifinals. The Turkish team then lost 2-1 to eventual champion Brazil, capping off one of the most historic runs in World Cup history. Ghana, 2006. Going into the 2006 World Cup in Germany, everyone was aware that Ghana had prominent stars like Stephen Apaya, Sully Muntari, and Michael Essien, as well as up-and-comers like Asamoah Gyan and Matthew Amoah. However, nobody would have predicted that they would come second in what was arguably the tournament's toughest group. Ghana's first match didn't get off to a good start as Samuel Kuffour, a seasoned defender, made a mistake that allowed Italy to score and win the game 2-0. Their next game was against a Czech Republic team that had just thrashed the United States 3-0. 2 minutes into the game, Asamoah Gyan scored to give Ghana a lead that they wouldn't give up. The Black Stars then turned into the nemesis of all-American supporters as they opportunistically defeated the U.S. 2-1 to advance with 6 points before being defeated by Brazil in the round of 16. Uruguay, 2010. The Uruguay's 2010 team was undoubtedly one of the best underdog teams in FIFA World Cup history. Previously, Uruguay had taken home the trophy twice, in 1930 and 1950, but from 1974 to 2002, Uruguay suffered a 30-year drought in which it failed to get past the round of 16. Considering they didn't even make it to the World Cup in 2006, a new generation of footballers, led by Luis Suarez, Diego Forlan, and Edison Cavani, formed a team that was regarded as Uruguay's best in the previous 40 years. Uruguay garnered attention from around the world as one of the underdog teams in the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. Following a scoreless draw with France in the tournament's opening round, Uruguay won against South Africa, the tournament's hosts, 3-0, and Mexico 1-0, ending up with 7 points and finishing first in their group. In the next round, star striker Luis Suarez scored a brace in the 2-1 victory over South Korea and advanced to the quarterfinals for the first time since 1970. Their next matchup was against Ghana, another underdog squad, and what a match it was for soccer fans. The score was tied at 1-1, resulting in overtime. Both teams had opportunities during extra time, but Ghana had the clearest opportunity in the last seconds of extra time, and they would have scored if not for the star striker Luis Suarez, who historically saved the goal-bound shot with his hands inside the box. Ghana was awarded a penalty, and Suarez got sent off in the process. Amazingly enough, Asamoah Gyan, the Ghanaian striker, missed the subsequent penalty and game went to penalties, which Uruguay won 4-2, advancing them to the semifinals. In the semifinal match against the Netherlands, they lost 3-2 and faced Germany in the third-place game and once again fell short 3-2. Uruguay finished the competition in fourth position, which was their best finish in the previous 40 years, while Diego Forlán received the title of Tournament Player of the Year. Croatia 2018. The last and most recent team that surprised everyone in the World Cup was Croatia. Prior to the tournament, nobody thought Croatia posed a threat, but their performances in the group stage altered everyone's opinion of the group. Croatia won their opening match at the World Cup 2-0 over Nigeria before defeating Argentina, who had previously reached the final in 2014, 3-0. Croatia defeated Iceland to win the group and set a World Cup record with 3 victories in 3 games. Along with Belgium and Uruguay, they were one of the 3 teams that had the most points at the end of the group stage. In the RO16, Croatia faced off against Denmark, a game in which Daniel Subasic, Croatia's goalkeeper, tied the record for most penalties saved in a game, winning the ensuing penalty shootout. Interestingly, the team had never won a penalty shootout before. In the quarterfinals, Croatia and host Russia tied 2-2, and Croatia won after yet another penalty shootout. As a result, they became the first team since 1990 to triumph in 2 straight World Cup penalty shootouts. Next, they faced off against England in the semifinals and once again drew even to force a 3rd straight overtime, tying another tournament record for the most overtime games. They defeated the English 2-1 and became the 2nd smallest nation by population to make it to a World Cup final. Croatia's team made a valiant effort in the final, but France eventually beat Croatia 4-2. Even after falling short in the final, Croatia is widely regarded as one of the greatest underdog teams in football history. That's it from today's video. We hope you enjoyed the content of the video. If you did, show some love and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you never miss out on any of the amazing videos we have in store for you.